The songwriting duo of Paul Williams and Kenny Asher were tapped to write the music for 1979's The Muppet Movie, after collaborating on several songs for the less culturally significant 1976 film, A Star is Born. The Rainbow Connection, this unlikely radio hit, spent 7 weeks in the Billboard Top 40, peaking at number 25 in November of 1979. It has been covered by many artists since that time, but it was the original version, performed by Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog, that was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the Library of Congress and selected for preservation in the National Recording Registry in 2020.
Rainbows have nothing to hide. Build Me Up Buttercup was released by the Foundations in 1968 and hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in early 1969. Rather than being pigeonholed as a perpetual golden oldie, instead the song has been featured in film and television and as recently as 2020. Most famously, Build Me Up Buttercup provides the musical backdrop for the hilarious outtakes and lip-synced mini scenes and of the end credits for the 1998 romantic comedy There's Something About Mary.
In 1983, Billy Joel wrote And So It Goes about a doomed dramatic relationship with a much younger woman. It was not released, however, until 1989. Although the song peaked at number 37 on the Billboard chart in 1990, Joel has called this his final track from the Stormfront album, the definitive Billy Joel song.
In every heart there is Dionne Warwick's 1967 hit, I Say a Little Prayer, was not a favorite of composer Burt Bacharach. He disliked Warwick's brisk tempo, which persisted in spite of an unusual 10 takes in the studio. But the public disagreed. The song peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart shortly after its release as a single and was certified gold 1 month later. According to lyricist Hal David, the song is meant to convey a woman's concern for her man who was serving in the Vietnam War.
Our next song, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. The recording by Fats Waller was a big hit, and later it was used in the Broadway musical review Ain't Misbehavin'.
Myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna write and say I hope you're feeling better, and laugh the way we used to do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself that letter, oh yeah, and then I'll make believe it came from Y-O-U, and then I'll make believe it came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna write and say I hope you're feeling better, and laugh the way we used to do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself that letter, oh yeah, and I'll make believe it came from Y-O-U, and I'll make believe it came from you. Do 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 do.
It's time to chat a bit. So how about these Treblmakers, huh? Woo! Your friends, your moms, your neighbors are up here. Thank you so much for coming. So you may have noticed that some people left. Was it something I said? They'll be back, I promise. There's another group here at Hopkinton Center for the Arts. We just started, I guess, last fall, and we are called HCA Harmony. It is a smaller group that meets on Thursdays. They sing a lot of a cappella stuff in the form of madrigals, maybe some Gregorian chant. Probably not, but you may have heard of the shows like Glee, Pitch Perfect, that kind of thing. So we do more of that type thing. They're kind of enclosed. I try to get out of the way and watch and get some entertainment in and laugh as much as I can. And you may just see something in the form of a madrigal. Think Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's all I'm going to say. Take it away, HCA Harmony.
Bravely bold Sir Robin rode forth from Camelot. He was not afraid to die, oh brave Sir Robin. He was not at all afraid to be killed in nasty ways. Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin. He was not in the least bit scared to be mashed into a pulp, or to have his eyes gouged out and his elbows broken, to have his kneecap split and
Now is the month of May, when merry lads are playing. La 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 la, la 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 la. Now is the month of May, when merry lads are playing. La 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 la, la 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 la. Each with his bonny lass upon the greeny grass. La 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 la. Each with his bonny lass upon the greeny grass. La 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 la. The spring clad all in gladness doth laugh at winter's sadness. La 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 la. The spring clad all in gladness doth laugh at winter's sadness. La 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 la. And to the bagpipe sound the nymphs tread up the ground. La 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 la. And to the bagpipe sound the nymphs tread up the ground. La 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 la. Five and wide stick we musing, you sweet delight refusing. La 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 la, la 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 la. Five and wide stick we musing, you sweet delight refusing. La la la
they could catch their breath for the next one. There's a whole lot of moving around going on up here. So it looks like we also like to wear some of the barbershop skimmers. You may be in for a treat. You may have also noticed a gentleman joining the rest of us from the side, not wearing a hat. That's Bob Martin, my hubby. And he wrote this arrangement. So he'll be coming on later to play bass. He does everything. He cooks. Okay, you guys get the breath yet? All right. So once again, HCA Harmony.
The whole town's talking about the Jones boy, the Jones boy, the Jones boy. The whole town's talking about the Jones boy. He acts quite peculiar now. The whole town's saying he was a good boy, a nice boy, a swell boy. But now they're saying it's not a well boy. He just isn't the same somehow. He hops, he jumps, so merrily over the water pumps he stops. And then he comes to a pump and he'll jump again, buzzing over the fences. And he's gone out of his senses.
The whole town's talking about the Jones boy, the Jones boy, the Jones boy. Well, I just happen to be the Jones boy, and I happen to be in love.
He hops, he jumps, so merrily over the water pumps he stops. And then he'll come to a pump and he'll jump again, buzzing over the fences. And he's gone out of his senses. The whole town's talking about the Jones boy. He's a nice boy, he's a swell boy, but he just happens to be the Jones boy. And he happens to be in love, yes, he happens to be. The whole town's talking about the boy. Oh, yeah.
Yes, so that was our little group, HCA Harmony. You may have noticed a bunch of hoodlums come on and pick up some instruments. This is the Bob Martin Trio, ladies and gentlemen. We have Bob Martin on bass. Bob, all over there somewhere. There he is. And Rachel is here. So yeah, for the rest of the show, we're going to rock out a little bit. And let me see, I think we have somebody to say something. Take it away.
LOVE was recorded by Nat King Cole for his 1965 album of the same name. It has since become a common track on artists' albums of jazz standards. Cole's version provides the audio backdrop for the opening scene of the 1998 film The Parent Trap, in which the titular parents have their cruise ship wedding. Ironically, Michael Feinstein's cover is the theme to the 2019-2021 darkly comedic television series, Why Women Kill.
It's for the way you
Bacharach melody, first penned in 1962, proved challenging for Hal David. 7 years into the Vietnam War, the chorus of What the World Needs Now is Love came quickly. But it took another 2 years for David to hit the lyric to Lord, we don't need another mountain, which opened the floodgates. The songwriters were surprised by the success of the 1965 Jackie DeShannon hit because Americans were so divided over the war, and that provided the subtext of the song. Bacharach used the song as the intro and finale to his live concert appearances well into the 2000s and performed a version of it in the 1997 film Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, a cameo that director Jay Roach called the heart of the film.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. The world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Well, listen, Lord, if you want to is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for
The way you look tonight, and you all look wonderful to us. Thank you. The Way You Look Tonight was written by Jerome Kern. And it was originally performed by Fred Astaire in the 1936 movie Swing Time. And it won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. As was common with popular tunes of the era, numerous contemporary recordings quickly appeared. The song charted again 6 years later, with Peggy Lee providing vocals for Benny Goodman's band. The most popular and most imitated version was recorded in 1964 by Frank Sinatra, but some people may remember a more recent recording by Tony Bennett, one of 5 versions he recorded over the decades, which was used in the 1997 film My Best Friend's Wedding, The Way You Look Tonight.
The 2017 film, The Greatest Showman, has a stellar soundtrack, and Rewrite the Stars is no exception. In this soaring duet, Zac Efron's Philip tries to convince Zendaya's Anne that they should be together, despite the social conventions that would separate them.
Thank you. Ethan, thank you. I just want to take a minute before we dive into this last song to thank a few people. And I'm not just up here speaking gibberish this time. First of all, the Bob Martin Trio, Bob Adams, Paul Davis, over here. Bob Martin. Kelly had mentioned earlier that there is a jazz brunch here happening, especially through the summers, I know that. And these folks are playing with another amazing saxophone player on Sunday, July 28th. So if you're around, come check it out. Get your little plug there, guys. Rachel McKenzie, I don't know what to say. I love working with this woman. She's the director of music at Hopkinton Center for the Arts. Woo! And I get to have her as an accompanist. I feel very, very lucky. Aren't we lucky to have Rachel help us out? She does everything here. I'm going to leave it at that. You do everything. Radar O'Reilly. I'm glad somebody got that reference. Ethan Moncourt, there you are. Everybody look back at that scary, dark rectangle. Technical director at Hopkinton Center for the Arts. He's responsible for all these wonderful lights, the sound, making us sound good, the icing on the cake. Thank you so much, Ethan. And thanks for not turning this off. I want to give a special thanks to what I call my elves. You know who you are. There's all kinds of extra talent up here. I mean, we're an adult choir. And, you know, we're moms, we're dads, we're uncles, we're cousins, we're teachers, we're nurses, you know, we're people who do things. And we also come here on Wednesday nights and decide to sing. How lucky are we? So some of those talents, we have a Miss Heather Miniman. Heather, don't hide. She doesn't like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Right? She orders our music, she keeps the library, she basically organizes everything. And I love working with Heather. I'm so grateful for you. Yeah. George Raymond is the shortest one in the choir. George makes practice tracks for us so that these busy people can practice their parts. He helps with production, setup. Whenever I show up, George has taken care of everything. George, thank you so much. Jeff Doherty, you didn't think you were going to get away without it, did you? See these flowers? Beautiful. From Angels, your business, right? Gorgeous. And he also runs the Trebs smoothly. As I come in to direct on Wednesday nights, I'm so grateful for you, Jeff, for just kind of reeling it all in. Herding cats! Very appreciative of Jeff's help. And lastly, but certainly not least, Kelly Grill. Kelly, I don't know if you're still here or not. You work all the time, so I hope you're not here. Kelly's the executive director of this place. And I'm so grateful to her and to this place for keeping the arts going. Come on. We need this, right? We need this. Thank you so much for being here to support it. Thanks to these guys. You giving me my notes? The Karens. Oh, you're on here. They're on the special part. Okay, so the Karens, these poor girls, I lumped them into one. Karen and Karen, where are you? Come on. We have a newsletter that goes out every week. Yeah, this is an organized group, people. It's an organized group, and I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I'm lucky that they do all that stuff so that I can focus on the music. So Karen and Karen, thank you so much. I send my obnoxious director's notes to you every week, and you make sure that everybody gets it, and we're good to go. So yes, that being said, let's wrap this thing up, okay? Thank you for being here. Very much appreciated. Give yourselves a hand. Somebody speaking. Have we already talked about the song? Yeah. I missed that one. Ethan, I don't know what I'm doing.
A secret I try to hide. I know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the